Really bummed after work in the morning, because now I want to watch Wrath of Khan all night. Looks like some dogfighting to make you want to watch Wrath of Khan.
Hey guys, it's Cody C from Geek A.D.D, and we're going to talk about Star Wars Battlefront Fighter Squadron mode. I think it's an awesome game mode. It's a lot of fun, it's easy to get into, and it's a pretty level playing field because if you don't have a ton of XP or credits, or you're just starting out to the game, you don't have to worry about all this crazy equipment that people have. You're going to get XP and credits relatively quickly because not only is it an equal playing field, but the games are a lot quicker than in the ground combat modes. So there's a total of 6 ships you can fly. An X-Wing, an A-Wing, a TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, the Millennium Falcon, and the Slave One. The goal of Fighter Squadron is to score 200 points. You do that by shooting down the other players, their AI-controlled wingmen, as well as enemy transports, like the GR-75 and the Lambda shuttle. Shooting down other players will score you 3 points per kill. This is usually the best way to score points, but it can be really challenging and difficult depending on how good the player you're attacking is. Shooting down the enemy AI only yields 1 point per kill, but they are much easier to shoot down. Enemy transports are worth 20 points, and while they are heavily armored, they are otherwise completely defenseless. Score points as fast as you can, because most games don't last much longer than 5 minutes. You can attack enemy ships in 2 ways. You can use your built-in laser cannons, or you can shoot at them with missiles or torpedoes. You can also ram people, but generally doesn't go too well. When using your lasers, make sure they don't overheat, because if they do, listen to that sound, make sure you know that sound. You'll have to wait for them to completely cool down before you can shoot again. Missiles and torpedoes do heavy damage as well as track targets, so they do need to recharge before they can be fired again. Using the lock-on feature will dramatically increase the accuracy of your lasers, and is also necessary to fire off missiles and torpedoes. Each ship also has at least one countermeasure. The TIE Fighters can perform a speed boost, while the X-Wing and A-Wing can reinforce their shield. The shield countermeasure is especially effective because it makes you impervious to laser fire, though it doesn't do anything against missiles or torpedoes. Each ship also has a set of evasive maneuvers it can perform. The most common and effective maneuver to do is called a K-turn. No, it's not a U-turn, it's a K-turn, bro. Do you even play X-Wing miniatures? Come on. If you prefer to stay on target, you can also perform a barrel roll to either direction. The reason why these evasive maneuvers are so important is because you can use them to shake missile locks. Though, like countermeasures and your torpedoes, they do have to recharge after being used. If you find yourself inside of your cockpit, it's probably because you pushed down on the D-pad. It looks really cool for about 10 seconds, and then it makes you want to throw up. As you're playing, you're going to start to notice a bunch of blue icons floating around the bottom of the map. These are power-ups you can pick up to give your ship some sort of offensive or defensive boost. The icon with the 2 arrows refreshes your cooldowns faster, which, by the way, stacks. The other icon is for vehicle repair, which repairs a small amount of your hull damage. Now, you'll notice we haven't talked a lot about the Millennium Falcon or the Slave One. That's because, to be those ships, you have to find a special power-up on the map. Once you grab that power-up, you'll become the hero ship for whatever faction you're playing as. Just make sure you have a good approach on that power-up, because otherwise you will waste it. Each hero ship has its own special upgrades. The Millennium Falcon has a torpedo, boost, and the shield upgrade, while the Slave One has 2 torpedoes and Sensor Jammer. Sensor Jammer is unique because it means you cannot be locked onto while it's active. You could use Sensor Jammer to also shake an active missile lock. In addition to all these abilities, each hero ship also has a full suite of evasive maneuvers. Hero ships are eligible to pick up upgrades as well. And one thing I've noticed is people who grab hero ships usually tend to do really well with their endgame score. It makes sense though. Hero ships are just so damn durable, and if you're halfway decent, you're also going to get a ton of kills. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's talk about tactics. First, things you don't want to do. Don't fly in first-person mode. You really can't see much of anything, and more than likely it's going to just make you sick. If you end up in this situation, just go after another target. If you're not scoring points every couple of seconds, you're probably just dead weight on your team. Make sure you watch your approach on the power-ups. If you telegraph your approach too much, people are just going to pick you off right before you get to it. Also, do your best to avoid crashing into other ships. Ha! I just killed the Slave 1. Now, if you want to get a high score, you need to stay alive and get lots of enemy kills very quickly. If you see smoke trails coming off of an enemy ship, go for it. He's going to be much easier to track, and you only need to do just a little bit more damage to take him out. On the rare occasion that you see a hero ship with smoke trails coming off of it, oh my god, just get him, go get him as fast as you can. It's so rare to see that happen that it's an opportunity that cannot be wasted. When enemy transports come out, it's important to make them priority targets. At the same time, make sure you're not getting too close because they're a great place to get killed. When attacking a transport, try to do it from far away. Another good tactic is to use the environment to your advantage. The maps all have a lot of unique set pieces, so use those to make it difficult for ships to track you or to follow you. It's also good to change up your angles of attack. One thing I like to do, immediately pull up, get to the top of the map, and then come down like a dive bomber. Most players aren't expecting to get attacked from that direction, so it can really throw a lot of people off and get you some good kills. You're going to want to learn how to combo your evasive maneuvers and your countermeasures. For example, a shield boost followed by a barrel roll, or a K-turn followed by a boost. If you want to get really creative, you can even throw in some throttle control to make your moves even less predictable. Lastly, find a good wingman. One of my favorite combos is to fire a missile at a target, have the target evade, then have my wingman follow up with a second missile attack. That second missile can't be dodged, so it makes it a lot easier to take down the other human players.
Ready and firing. Yep, I got him in my sights. And missile away. He evaded that. Oh, I still got him. Nice.
Having a buddy is helpful, because sometimes you need somebody to watch your back.
Well, I'll thank you later.
If you find someone you work well with, it's not that difficult to get to the top of the scoreboard. So, that's Battlefront. Those are some of the tips and strategies that I've used. I hope you find them helpful as well. I'm Cody C from Geek A.D.D. Please like, share, subscribe. Hopefully they come out with some new DLC and we'll have some new Battlefront videos for you as well. Take care, guys. Play Battlefront and X-Wing.